run me that flow back. Your top 3, I'm not number 1, how could you post that? I would have crowned the city is mine, you cannot hold that. I'm not the one to go back. Meet Joe Black. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back. What I'm saying, your top 3, I'm not number 1, how could you post that? I would have crowned the city is mine, you cannot hold that. I'm not the one to go back. Meet Joe Black. What I'm saying, people saying what's already been said. Predictions, I don't listen, it's already in my head, no funny. Your most hungry place, I was past that at 28. Underground tapes, as my ass cap in publishing states. As we slide in the G-Ride, I've been getting criticized, it's keeping me energized. Create with a business mind, I'm from where killers reside. A wild hood, only knew goons since my childhood. Say anything in they raps cause it sound good. Don't even mean what they say, horrible outlook. Y'all ain't really about this house. Y'all was in the house with it. We don't respect fake jewelry and silly outfits. Window down, blowing out great tits.
Spread between 4th and 6th Streets in downtown Minneapolis. We welcome you inside spacious U.S. Bank Stadium. Today we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the Chicago Bears and the Minnesota Vikings. The first quarter of the season already in the rear-view mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Not the desired outcome, but probably won't be the last time we see him take a shot downfield.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. A play fake, now Fields to throw. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Tariq Woolen picks it. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Dante Pettis now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Pick six last drive. Here's Fields again. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Here's Fields. Man open, that's Byron Pringle complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another first down, this time on a gain of 19. First carry now for David Montgomery. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32. This defense for the Vikings, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
There's a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
2nd and 5 now. Fields. This is caught. Touchdown. Byron Pringle. Second touchdown on the season. And the Bears are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there.
Now Montgomery hit, and the ball is loose. And the Vikings pick up the football. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10, 5. And they're going to bring this one back. It's a fumble return, a scoop and score for the Vikings. And he has great speed, defensive back speed. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And he's going to be stopped just short of the 1st down marker at the Vikings 21. 79 yards rushing for him now to this point.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Well, they've done a pretty good job keeping him in check to that point, but he finally breaks off a nice run here and gets into the end zone.
And it just takes one, doesn't it, partner? That can undo a lot of good work that a defense has done to that point. You break off one right there, and everything suddenly looks bad for you.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. To kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack.
And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Vikings. They didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation. Knowing when it exists to go to it, they did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, get that water break and get on out there and play.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
We'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. That burst good for 20 and a first down. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Eric Kendricks in on the tackle.
A good solid game there on first down, but the defense has to be happy they didn't let it pop for anything bigger.
On play action, Fields out to his left. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
This pass on target, Velus Jones with it. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down.
This has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Montgomery back to the ground. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9, Fields. Touchdown, Bears! Dante Pettis, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bears are in for 6. Santos now to add the PAT. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Makes the score Bears 21, Vikings 14. Santos to kick off for Chicago.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. To throw is Cousins. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And incomplete on the deep ball.
The Vikings had 2-2 through the first 4 weeks of the season. They come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Cousins. He's going to take another shot here. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young. And the Bears are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. This offense, thankful, I'm sure, to have the football back, but also, Charles, after a long drive of their own, they've got to be a little weary.
Yeah, I would agree with that, and what you have to do to combat it, try and get fresh legs in where you can, especially to skill positions. And then for the offensive line, instead of attacking, maybe slow the tempo down a little bit, let them catch their breath.
An injury cost Montgomery 4 games early in the year, which kept him from repeating his 1,000-yard season from the previous one. He still reached over 800 yards and caught another 42 passes, and is firmly entrenched as the Bears' top backfield option for his 4th season.
First down, they run again. Here's Montgomery. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
161 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
On 2nd down, Montgomery. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Going up the gut, Montgomery. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Calling no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive is going pretty well. I could come right back at him.
He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground.
And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
On 3rd down, Cousins. On the sideline, did he keep his feet in bounds? They say yes. Great job, both feet in, 1st down. I'll give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll level a fresh set of downs. First down, here's the run with Cook. Oh, he's got some breathing room. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 25 yards to pick up there. Also the 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there. Because they needed to lose the ground game to take some pressure off. Because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Cousins now to throw on 1st down. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. From 21 yards away. And the Vikings are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. The fly route works for the TD Graham.
And you know what the receivers love to say? If we get even with the defender,
and now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Joseph connects on the extra point.
And we've got a tie game here, a back-and-forth first half. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
Taken in at the 3.
Offense ready to go for their next drive.
They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
Fields on 1st down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Montgomery. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The Bears on the move. They've got another 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
On 1st down, Fields. A quick throw, knocked away, and incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Fields throwing again.
Got an open man, it's Pringle. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 19. A good pickup there at 22. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Up the middle, it's Montgomery. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. They'll try the middle with Montgomery. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Fields is off, and on comes Cairo Santos for the Chicago field goal.
And he missed it. It's no good. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
This is a bad miss because anything inside the 30 should be automatic. It's a big mistake right there.
The Vikings now to start their next drive.
And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Listen to me. Yellow, yellow, yellow. Black.
To throw, Cousins. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Throwing is Cousins. Dancing to his left. And the 3rd interception thrown by Cousins. They had a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game. They just wanted to press it a little bit right before the half, hoping to get one more score.
Now, easy to second-guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a field goal, and they're behind at the break.
Yeah, I think at the half, the head coach just says, look, that's on me. I wanted to press it, but it's because I believe in you guys.
He'll leave it for Montgomery complete. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. That's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play, one-on-one matchup with someone trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down.
Now it's Fields. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. It's Cameron Davis with the breaks it. And the Vikings are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. The defense was geared up to stop the run, but like you said, Charles, they were ready for the pass, too.
Yeah, they were hoping they could catch everyone crashing and playing the run, but that was a very ill-advised throw right there. The opportunity, lost.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
He's up to the 20.
And some space here.
Off the right sideline. Dalvin Cook. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. The kick by Joseph is good, and that will do it for this 1st half. So we've reached halftime in a wild 1st half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the 2nd half, Charles, remember in that 1st half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well. Most importantly, partner.
And they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. Coaches want both coaches in plays, but they're not lucky they saw it in that first half.
Joseph on for the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away.
Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Off play action, Fields.
Looking for Harry. He airs it out deep. Oh, Fields is intercepted for a 3rd time. Tariq Woolen picks it. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
I'll give them credit winning that first snap and forcing an incompletion. They're hoping that'll deflate the offense a little bit if they took the field charged up after taking over after a turnover.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Cousins, he's going to go up top again. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground. Now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Bears force the turnover, and they'll take over at the 10.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight ends. The offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time.
And he coughs up the football near his own goal line. And this belongs to the Vikings.
Practice, the training, the meetings. In this situation, I know exactly what quarterbacks are talking. Take care of the ball. That's job one paramount. Because you cough it up here, you might be giving up 6 points real easy.
Tip of the cap to the defense, though, forcing the fumble. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson from 3 yards out. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Joseph connects on the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Pettis now from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the linebacker, Aaron Kendricks. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Following the interception, Cousins. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense has spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down. Well, it was 2nd long, now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Yellow, yellow, yellow.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Vikings get another 3rd-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Joseph now to have the PAT. And the lead is now 24. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. Pettis now from his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Steps away.
And boy, another ill-advised throw there, as that will wind up incomplete. Glad to have you with us from Minneapolis. 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10. Now Montgomery running right. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Calling no gain on the run there. Now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. They've called this number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
On 4th down, Fields.
Open man is Pettis.
It's complete. And he is going to have the Bears 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Fields now to throw.
Looking downfield for Jones. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
22 yards there, a first down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Again, Fields. He's got his tight end, O'Shaughnessy. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. To throw is Fields. Touchdown! David Montgomery. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Bears are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Well, he is putting in a great all-around game, Charles. He already ran one in for a score, and now they utilize him in the passing game.
And they put a lot of pressure on a defensive coordinator and defense, don't they? Because they're used to him as a runner. But it turns out he's just as dangerous as some of those receivers.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Harrison Smith.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. Remember, if you pick it off, you get a chance to take it all the way back and get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Cousins. It's complete to Cook. And they work this well across the 43. 23 yards to pick up there.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
A first down throw for Cousins. He'll rifle this one deep right side.
And boy, another ill-advised throw there, as that will wind up incomplete.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Now it's the backup Darnold.
Swinging this out wide here for Cook.
Able to slither by. A solid stiff arm. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 36 yards on the play.
Well, that is a running back who was not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the seas opened up for him.
From the red zone now, Cousins. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on.
He broke that line of scrimmage and then let it fly, and that's an automatic flag.
Yeah, and you don't just lose the 5 yards there, but you lose it down as well. So he obviously needs to have better awareness about what he's going to do. Either tuck it and go or throw to a target and get that pass away.
So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. Cousins again. Dalvin Cook now catches on back-to-back plays. Touchdown, Vikings! Dalvin Cook with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Vikings are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Joseph connects on the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 25. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again. Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
The Bears on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Fields. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
This is certainly a team that is proven it wants to target its backs through the air and defensively. They were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that threat.
4th down, Fields has to have this one. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And the Vikings are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Well, there's 2 sides to this coin. On one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. Man, this defense, they have been ball-hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard, but also you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player, you have to know the situation.
On 2nd and 10, Cousins. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
On 3rd down, Cousins. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. They'll throw again. Cousins. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Vikings have shown this one as they add to their lead flag is down. Looks like he got run into. Well, trailing here in the fourth quarter, and that personal foul, that only adds to the hole that they're currently standing in.
Yeah, absolutely a bad job of just losing your cool and letting your anger take over. Mistakes like that, not going to help you at this stage of the game.
And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the fourth. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 33-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Fields. Step and a big loss here as he's taken down. Brian Asamoah brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career.
Talk about 2 sides of the ball cross purposes, because mercifully this game's almost over for the offense, but the defense, they still want to get a few shots in. That front 7, they've loved this ball game. They've been able to pad their stats, and maybe some backups can get in and get a sack as well.
So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long. Here's Fields. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lost one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Here we go on 4th down. Fields. A throw left side taken in by Kmet. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. He's going to let it fly. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Partner, they've been aggressive, airing it out all game long, and no better evidence than those last 2 snaps. They weren't going to beat this coverage, though, 2 plays in a row, and that one falls incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Fields. And now here's another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And he'll be taken down, although there is a flag down. Will this stand? Yeah, we kind of sensed that one. He got a little too far forward before throwing, and that one will set them back.
And remember, the NFL level, being aware of where the line of scrimmage is crucial. And here's the other part. Any part of the quarterback's body that's near that line of scrimmage, he's going to get the benefit of the doubt. So he was clearly over the line.
To throw, Cousins. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears are going to have it here just past the 25. Boy, they get him yet again, Charles. 5 interceptions in this game. You rarely see this, maybe a couple of times in a season, but this defense, they've been fantastic.
It's certainly an example of watching a defense that is in the zone. Right? We use that term so often, but most of the time, it's for people who are on offense. In this case, it's the defense as a whole, all locked in with each other, all ready to go. That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, They've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Now it's Fields. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Lucene. Well, they've got the huge lead now. They have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
They have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. And help seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. Throwing here, Cousins.
And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Jaquan Brisker. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
Complete to Byron Pringle. It's a gain of 17 yards.
Fields on 1st down.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Off play action, Fields.
And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
Nwogu now from his end zone.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Well, they don't need to score here, that's for sure. They could just kneel it. They've got the huge lead late 4th quarter, but we'll see how they're feeling, Charles.
Yeah, we all know people out there who like to use every second of the clock, no matter what the score. And we know they don't need the points. They've scored in abundance already. Let's find out how they want to finish this ballgame.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Cousins here to throw. That's to Cook out of the backfield. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Well, backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the 1st.
Throwing, Cousins. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He's got a man, complete. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them. On 1st and 10, Cousins. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing